Hello, and welcome to Kathy Rain, the Director's Cut. I am joined once again with my sibling Mott's.
Ayo.
However, Mott's is now the one behind the keyboard.
Ayo.
So, if we have any terrible problems, we can blame Mott's instead of me and
No!
my inability to deal with T-Rexes.
We might switch off at some point, but yeah, no. You can blame me for anything fucking up. Now, we've played a bit of Kathy Rain the original.
Yes, a good amount.
Yes. We didn't finish it, though.
Now, we ran into a puzzle we couldn't solve.
We got lost in the woods, somewhere in New Jersey, and Alright, so, here we go.
Hey, you.
Hey. Oh, man. Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
Kathy, no.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So, I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out! So, I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and...
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
And get this! His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it! I knew you'd know him.
Okay, now we have a choice to make, and...
Let's go like here.
Alright.
I haven't seen him since I was a kid. A lifetime ago. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know.
Eileen accepts this.
Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
Day 1.
Nothing is quite as ominous as the counter, one way or the other.
Oh, God, make it stop.
Well, maybe he didn't drink last night.
Or didn't drink so much.
Aha. I know my rights from my lefts, I swear.
Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate. Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
Okay.
Alternatively, we touch everything in the room.
Yes.
Messy, just the way I like it. Our room phone. It's got an external line. I don't need to make any calls right now.
I should get going, but let me look at everything in my room
It's some
again.
advanced scanner thingy. Color printer. Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of. Eileen makes her bed with surgical precision. That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks. I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever. I think that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first and then they fall in love for no reason at all. Oh, wait. That's every romantic comedy ever.
I feel like we could play, guess the movie reference with all of these. If
Yes.
only we knew more movies.
Yes.
We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
She's a little delinquent.
Eileen's
Yeah?
closet, filled to the brink with inherited clothes and Christian joy.
Procrastinator!
Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood and contempt for humanity check. My electric guitar. Got it cheap from a lesbian I met at a concert. Helped me get rid of my last 2 roommates.
She says as if she doesn't almost exclusively read as a lesbian. Or a bi person.
The Thing.
But
One of my
Definitely
favorite
get
horror
by.
movies.
yeah.
Just some random band poster. Pulp Fiction. Love that flick.
Now, why did you pick up a random band's poster, Kathy?
It looked cool. Okay, we should probably leave now.
Yeah. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna figure out how to set up on OBS how to get the Steam overlay to show up so that the achievements would pop up in the corner.
Oh, so they didn't see that when it said
No.
procrastinator. Which is what the achievement was, by the way. Are you kidding me? I thought we were in a loading screen.
This is the loading screen. You just need to click.
Just my luck.
You just need to click on the icon.
Do you know why I pulled you over, ma'am?
Uh,
I need directions to this.
Ticket quota of yours wasn't gonna fill itself. None of them are going to be a particularly friendly response, so
No.
That ticket quota of yours wasn't gonna fill itself?
Trying to be a smartass, ma'am? Nobody likes a smartass. Do you know how fast you were going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
A smartass playing dumb. Aren't you just a perfect blend of obnoxious?
I guess so. Look, I'm really sorry, officer. I'm in a huge hurry to this thing, and the road has been empty for miles. You know how it is.
Well, what I do know is that the speed limit here is 65. I clocked you at 77. You're getting a ticket.
Oh, to the movies? I prefer horror flicks.
Regular comedian, huh? Don't quit your day job.
Kathy does everything in her power to get a second ticket. Hello, Mina. Have you come to attend the funeral with us?
Oh, hello. Our cat Mina has come over.
Well, here we are after a 40-minute drive and a harebrained speeding ticket. God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object? Guess not. Dead people rule.
Do you think this is internal dialogue, or do you think she's literally, like, talking to the tombstones?
I'd assume that it's internal dialogue.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so that they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
This funeral actually started with just a couple people, and more people just sort of wandered in, like Kathy.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her.
Hey, Mina, could you purr any louder?
Excuse me? Mrs.
Not
Rain?
appropriate, Mina.
Have we met, Anna? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you, all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
Yeah, I love that she
Comforting
introduced
thought.
herself as Catherine.
Lord,
and
how long has it
Grandma's
been?
just like, no, it's
10 years?
Kathy.
It's Kathy.
15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit.
I remember the grandma being a very sweet character.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Grandpa. I wish things could have been different.
I don't remember if these are important later,
I
or...
believe they do become important later.
Oh, okay.
A family mausoleum. It says price. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap.
I mean, it had a price tag.
It had a price tag!
You don't want to get me started. Let's just say me and the humble servants of God have a history of not getting along.
Kathy continues to be my type.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from a path of sin.
I remember that when we were playing the original Kathy Rain, constantly going back and forth as to whether or not I trusted the priest.
I don't even... I remember that. I remember not knowing whether or not to trust the priest. I don't remember where we landed.
I remember he seemed like a good dude, but at the same point, there's like a bunch of mysteries in this town, and he's like tied up.
He's
in at
tied
least
up
one
in
of them.
Yeah. And I'm always sus of priest characters. Personal bias.
How rude do you want to be?
I'm between this top one and this bottom one.
The bar one sounds entertaining.
No sin. But what am I supposed to do for fun?
Behind those words is a deep wound, a desire to belong. If you let him, Christ can fill that void.
Ugh, please don't make Christ fill my voice. I'm totally not up for that.
The crude facade of a lost soul. I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
It's also real weird because, like, since we got a good distance into the game, I'm just like, I remember doing like a thing here. But then that didn't happen, because of course it didn't.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't happened yet.
Grandma, anybody home?
Mina, I'm going to have to escort you from the room if you continue smacking your tail into things.
She's just very excited about funerals. Should we explore every inch of this room or just go find Grandma?
I will have more time to explore every inch of the room.
Yes, this is an important location. I'm just gonna snoop around your house, Grandma!
Just looking for our grandma.
Oh,
Look, we
hello,
found
dear.
her.
I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin.
I feel like we should have taken the old wheelchair
Oh, don't
first.
give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come, have a seat. We have so much to talk about. So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my second year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon, then?
Avoid the subject, no reason to bring it up now. Tell the truth, you committed her to a mental institution.
Sharon's the mom, I think.
Yeah. Whom we committed to a mental institution.
It's always a good way to start a conversation. By the way, your daughter and or
daughter-in-law.
Daughter-in-law, yeah, no, that's it. We committed her to a mental institution. I think the truth is still easy.
Yeah.
Not, better to say. Not easier,
Mom
but
is... I had her committed to a place where she could get some real help. I just couldn't take it anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. In spite of everything that happened when she took you away.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what?
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first. All dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word. Forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
I don't think we did a very good job of introducing this game. This is a mystery game, a point-and-click mystery, and it does touch upon some serious topics.
Yeah.
Nothing, I think, too bad.
At least so far.
At least so far, and so far that I remember. But, they do talk about some situations like mental health and, things like some really terrible accidents and whatnot. This is how we actually investigate. So we ask questions in our little journal notebook thing.
And or present our items here as evidence.
Our evidence of a taser.
Yes.
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. It must have had something to do with the war.
doctors say?
What did the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
You gotta trust Grandma. She's smarter than 90% of any other mystery stories side characters.
She is a bright lady. She knows what she's talking about.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
You will find none of that there, Kathy.
No, not at all.
This is a mystery game. Guarantee that there will be no useful police officers.
Never, ever, ever.
I don't want to show her that. She'll just start worrying about me.
Why do you have a taser, Kathy?
You know, for tasing.
I don't want to show her that. She'll just start worrying about me.
Oh, I wonder if all of these are like that.
I don't want to show her that.
Yeah.
What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Like most churches.
Huh, you could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a priest, I'll give you that.
I mean, it's not like the weirdest thing, because like there are lots of people that would be like wanting to talk to someone, but it is certainly a bit weird that you're trying to recruit people to like the church.
Yeah.
You could definitely have handled it in more of a like, hey, you know, our door's always open if you need someone to talk to.
Exactly. There's also a difference between someone who's actively seeking like some help or like a place to go to, and being like, you look like you have fallen down the wrong path. Welcome to me and my church.
Yes.
You know.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
And now we can touch stuff.
Poke, 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 poke.
Grandpa in his Air Force uniform. Looks to be in his early 20s. Planes, and more planes. I used to love digging through those drawers when I was a kid, looking for coins, buttons, and trinkets. Expensive looking scotch. That thing has been standing there forever. There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window.
It's always raining at the Rain household.
It's the trademark.
Rain is just
A
attracted to them.
decent-sized book collection. Most of them science or history related from the looks of it.
The secret, ending of Kathy Rain is that she becomes a master of weather, like Storm from X-Men.
Yes.
An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Grandpa must have used it towards the end.
Can we go straight to the police station, or do we have to look them up?
We might need to look them up.
I'll check the phone book real quick.
No.
No, okay.
I don't think so.
If we have to turn around, I'm gonna be mad. There it is.
There
Okay,
it
we're
is.
fine.
Hello and welcome to the world's smallest
Hi.
police station.
Hello.
I think it has a growing total of like 4
Do I have to
rooms.
commit a crime to get your attention? Because I seriously will.
Ma'am, I'm really quite busy at the moment. Hey, wait. I know you.
Crimely.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do. You're Kathy. Kathy Rain.
That's a little
My
creepy.
reputation precedes me, in a kind of but not totally creepy way.
Aw, come on. It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
Have you ever had that experience in a video game where you become wanted and then literally everyone and their mother knows who you are?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Kathy is having a similar experience right now.
Yes.
She's like, I got pulled over on the highway here and now everyone knows my face.
I'm drawing a blank.
Really? You don't remember us playing when we were little kids?
Not really. Sorry, buddy.
Darn. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, what can I do for you today?
I mean, it's been like 15 years, dude.
Yes.
I wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay,
Great.
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is to your right.
And we could ask him about the church.
Oh, that's true.
What's your opinion on this church?
I think it's a nice enough church. Why?
I don't know. The priest seemed odd. Kinda pushy.
Yeah, I get your point. But I know the guy. He's harmless.
If you say so. Well, gotta go.
Good luck. Oh,
shit.
Maybe later.
I
Thanks.
didn't mean to skip dialogue.
see ya.
He probably was like, hey, wanna come hang out later?
Yeah.
Kathy gave the appropriate response of, no. Can you
Oh
just
crap,
imagine
it's you again.
strolling
The
into a
smart-ass
sheriff's
returns.
office?
You have some more crimes to confess?
Oh, you know, maybe a felony or two.
Wouldn't be surprised. Look, I'm busy here. What do you want?
I just have a few questions. That's all.
Frankly, I'm more amazed that
Fine.
Kathy didn't put her
Go
legs
ahead.
up on the sheriff's desk.
Just, hey, man.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
If that's all there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
That's
I
correct.
see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Could be, but you know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
I mean, he was also, a war hero.
Yeah.
So,
And if it's a small town, like, people can get really close in a small town.
Yeah.
Could I have a look at that report?
Absolutely not. They're official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
What state do you think they're in?
The state of whatever one screws over Kathy the most.
State of fuck you. You're not getting that information.
So, based on context clues, likely somewhere in the south.
Probably.
Not far enough to have a noble southern accent, but close enough to have consistent rainfall.
I mean, the sheriff kind of does, but I don't think that is a
He's
running-
also out of town.
That's true.
But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You consider yourself family? I've never even seen you before in this town.
It's complicated.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal. Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for it.
It's not evidence. It's a report.
It's a report.
Evidence would be, oh, well, here's the autopsy report.
Yeah.
That's evidence. This is just stating, what happened.
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any...
Don't you think I know that? There are rules. Am I the only one in here who cares about the law?
Too much coffee? Try not to pop a vein.
Do you want to see the inside of a cell?
For
Oh,
science.
cuff me, officer. Spare me the torment of your rhetorical questions and veiled threats.
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Fine.
I'd like to also say, Sheriff, do you really want to spend more time around Kathy?
Yes.
Kathy will gladly sass you for the rest of the day.
A gold medal of some kind. Just some photo. Nothing special about it. A photo of the sheriff shaking hands with some bald guy in a suit. Probably the mayor. It's always the mayor.
Oh, I thought it was with you.
Well, shit.
They're talking about some bum that's in a cell. And neither of them seem to know how he got there.
He just walked in.
Hey, that's a restricted area.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Hey, I need to see the police report from '81 when my grandfather was found by the old sheriff.
We only keep reports filed after 1990 in here. So I'd have to go check the archives in the other room. If it was up to me, I'd be happy to go take a look, but you heard the sheriff before. I'm sorry, but I can't help you unless he approves it.
Fine.
Now, Lenny, here's an important question. Can I
Well,
borrow
gotta
your
go.
phone
Yeah.
to go call my grandmother so she can tell the sheriff to give me the report?
Yes.
Hey, do you mind if I use this phone here?
Sorry, that's not allowed.
Okay, Lenny, could you call my grandmother so that she can tell the sheriff to go buck her off?
Yes.
Various notices and a wanted poster. A bunch of cops lining up for a photo.
Whoa.
He's come for the coffee.
He's come for the coffee, little gremlin. That's just an open window.
Apparently.
That's just... What the fuck? Okay.
A medieval fortress near an ocean, probably supposed to be somewhere in Europe. A medieval fortress near an ocean, probably. Coffee cups, both used and
How's the
unused.
paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
That's no good. We're gonna have to cancel lunch today.
Again? Oh, man.
Your motivation shouldn't be limited by your growling stomach, Lenny.
If you say so, boss.
Hey, Lenny? Okay, 2 of us, we jump him.
We jump him, we beat him up.
He's withholding your lunch.
I'm pretty sure that's kind of... well, I mean, it's not illegal, but you should probably get a union. He is drinking so much goddamn coffee.
Now, Kathy did mention that he's clearly having too much coffee and that he might pop a vein.
Okay, new plan. We wait until he pops up.
We wait till he dies from coffee overdose.
Yeah. He keeps filling it but not drinking it. Oh wait, no, there it is. No. I take it back.
He's taking very big
Land of
sips.
debris. A potted
You
plant.
just
Looks
got
amazing.
coffee!
Careful, you are spiking the mic. Or peeking the mic, or whatever the term
So
is.
sorry. So sorry. Okay, should we leave?
Tons of miscellaneous files. I don't see anything labeled as police reports, so those must be elsewhere.
We could try leaving.
Alright, I think that's...
Hey, Kathy, wait.
Oh, no.
What?
Do you eat foot? I mean, food?
Absolutely not. I feed on human misery. Relax, Lenny. Yes, I do eat food.
Oh, well, great. Can I buy you food sometime? And also buy food for me? And then maybe we could eat the food together?
I love this, like, no. God, no. Absolutely not. Actually, I'd rather eat a foot.
There was no, like, pity Lenny and go to lunch.
Oh, fuck that, no.
There was no pity lunch.
No
Kathy does
pity
not.
lunch for your ass.
Kathy does not believe in that.
As she shouldn't, she has standards.
She has standards. Based on the rest of Kathy, she probably would say they're not very high, but there are standards.
How badly do we want to let him off? Or let him down? Do we want to let him down gently or spike him into the ocean?
I mean, he's pretty nice. He hasn't, done anything. Like the prick in the other room's the guy we don't like. I feel like letting him down gently, and by gently I mean no period, is more of a slap to the face. But at least it's not pelting him into the dirt.
Alright, Mantis wants to be nice. I can play nice.
I'm really busy right now. Maybe later.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Now we should have spiked him into the ground.
Probably should have went with absolutely not.
I liked God No myself. Bike selection. What is bike selection?
Do we unlock new bikes?
New bikes.
Okay, let's go back to Grandma.
Grandma, the police were mean to me. Let's look around. Maybe we can
Cute
get
red
something.
horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think. This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently.
You don't know that your grandma didn't restore it herself.
A small table lamp.
I don't know if the phone book's going to be useful at the moment. It is important for later
A
stuff.
wedding photo from when my grandparents married. They look younger than I am now. Things have sure changed. It's a photo of this very farm from way back. It says June 12, 1910 in the corner. Some kind of winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not. Dog fighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff.
Oh, I think we should probably mention, in this game, there is talk of suicide in a later date. I just remembered that due to the Conwell Woods area.
Yeah.
A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds.
Which I don't know if you'll need to censor that word, because I know YouTube can be kind of weird.
Nice black leather coat. Right
Something
up my
to look
alley.
into.
Yeah.
I
Can I
shouldn't
go?
overstay my welcome.
Okay, fair enough.
We have to be invited to go upstairs.
We tase them. Tase the phone.
I don't feel like that's going to help us in our predicament.
Oh, it totally will. It's how you hack the phone system.
Oh, hello, dear.
See if we can talk about the police report.
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
Okay, so we will not get
Well,
anything.
gotta
new
go,
from
Grams.
Grandma.
Talk to you
Sorry.
later.
Bye, Kathy.
I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't think to ask her about that. I mean, it seems pretty self-explanatory, Kathy.
Yeah.
Grandma has prepared some tea for us.
I will not drink
Nice
the
leather
tea.
chair. Freckles, the old farm cat, used to love that thing.
I don't think you've checked the model plane.
An intricate toy airplane with moving parts. I remember playing with that. Grandpa had a whole collection of them. Grandma always had a penchant for little angel figurines like these. I bet E would love them.
Oh, Eileen. He is Eileen.
Yeah.
That's where the nice china is kept. Only for special occasions. I have yet to see it outside the cabinet. A painting of a blue sky with clouds. Probably supposed to be a backdrop for those angels. A decent-sized book collection. Most of them science or history related from the looks of it.
Alright, we're missing something.
Suppose we can check the cemetery, but we're likely supposed to do something else at the police station.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's something else at the police station. I just don't know what. Because we have to get behind the door.
I don't remember if we get behind the door now or later.
Yeah.
Walk back in, harass the sheriff. He's gonna make us wait.
Not
Hello,
until I
Sheriff.
have my
Mind if I
coffee.
ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
About this church. Sketchy,
What's
right?
your opinion on this church?
He leans
It's a
in.
fine church. I go there myself every Sunday.
That's a good enough reason to not trust the church. The sheriff approves of it.
I don't want to show him that. I don't want to show him that.
Okay, but if we could probably
Yeah,
get.
that won't get me into trouble at all.
Come on! That's a great way of getting past the
That's all for
door.
now.
Good.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Alright, hang on. Now the files here are all from like the 90s.
I think they're the ones behind him are the ones that are in the 90s. I think these might be better files. I don't know.
Like, can you touch the files?
Tons of miscellaneous files. I don't see anything labeled as police reports, so those
Oh.
must be elsewhere.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Oh wait, they're in the back.
Yeah, I believe he
Lenny
said
said
that
they
they
were
were in the archive.
I can't while he's sitting there.
Okay, so it seems that if we can get him to leave, we might be able to sneak into the back.
Right. But how do we get him there?
Fax machines. The pinnacle of modern technology.
What if we call him? I'm just kidding. That's not gonna work.
Can you touch, like, the coffee pot? Maybe poison it. Bit of a medic
Just your
poison.
standard
you know.
coffee maker. What should I do with it?
Coffee pot on files, coffee pot on phones, coffee pot on Lenny! Oh wait, come back. Give me the coffee pot.
No.
Yes, do it.
Destroy the file. Oh.
Coffee pot on sheriff!
I really,
Wouldn't that be the day? He can get his own coffee. Thank you very much.
again, to be careful with the volume.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It's being used right now.
Oh.
Not a big fan of that idea.
No more coffee for you.
All right. Let's see how this plays out.
Sorry.
She's just standing there,
Lenny,
watching.
quit loitering and make some goddamn coffee.
10-4, coming right up.
The sheriff is
Oh,
doing
it better
literally
be.
nothing. I'd like to mention.
He hasn't done
he's
a
just
single
sipping
report.
coffee.
He's just been drinking coffee like it's like he's dying of thirst, which he might be because coffee dehydrates you.
So,
All right, we're back here.
we have now committed a crime.
Yes, crimes.
Perhaps we should we stop here now that we have infiltrated the police station?
I think we can stop here.
I believe it would be the escape button.
Oh.
Yeah, save game. Select a name.
Crimes.
Sounds good. So, I think Kathy Rain's going well, aside from all of our flailing.
I think so. Like, you know, we're not the worst at it. That remains to be seen.
Yeah, and after the editing, we'll probably seem even smarter than we actually are. You don't get to see all of the us wandering around aimlessly trying to figure out where we're supposed to go.
Clicking every button.
Clicking every button except for the coffee pot.
I don't know how we missed the coffee pot.
I kind of hope we come out and just find the plant has died.
That would be very
Because we poured an entire pot of boiling hot coffee on it.
pot. That poor plant.
Kathy Ray so far committed herbicide and breaking and entering into a police station.
We're just gonna make a list of our various crimes in this game because it will only get longer and longer.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time until we make our way up to assault. We've got a stun gun.
Got a stun gun. It's like a Chekhov's gun. We gotta use it at some point.
Yeah, someone's getting tased.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed.
Yes, I hope so as well. I had a lot of fun. And I
Yeah.
hope you guys did too.
We will come back to Kathy Rain again next week.
Latest.